It's Cup final day, which means this could be the first season we do the League and Cup double in the Journeyman. Roll the intro. Hello and welcome back to the Journeyman Save. I am Cultured Left Foot and today's episode is purely just the Cup final and the possibilities of looking at what jobs are available, because we're going to resign from Olympiacos whatever happens in today's episode. I was just looking over what we've done in this save and we've actually done quite a lot. If you think back to when we were at Zorka, we did pretty well. We won a trophy. We won the second division in Belarus and got promoted and then left and went to the Graafschap and won not... Did we win anything? I don't think we won anything at the Graafschap actually. I think we just left. That was more of a... we left the Graafschap without winning anything. We took over at Olympia Ljubljana. Olympia Ljubljana, we went in and won the league, which was very, very good. And then we left Olympia Ljubljana and joined Olympiacos, which is where we find ourselves now. And we've just won already, because I've finished the season. We've won our second league title. We won it by 7 points. It was very, 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 very easy. And it was really good. Yeah, we bossed it. We're in great form coming into the Cup final. I can't even remember when we were last together. We were last together somewhere around here. I don't know. I'm getting confused. I know I've changed... What I've done is I've changed this and now it's really confusing me. So I'm actually just going to... Give me 1 second. There we go. We're back. I'd confused myself updating what it looked like and now I've fixed it. This is much better. We were last together for the semi-final leg 1 is where I think we were together. And as you can see, I've played quite a lot of games. We played PSG Giannina and won 3-2. They had a little bit of a late fight back with 2 goals in the 90-plus minutes. Drew 0-0 with Lamia. POK, we won 4-1. Rogerio, Diaz and Ivanusek and they got in the goals. Panagaloyas GS 5-0 win, really easy. Gil Diaz getting a hat-trick, Marco Tos getting 2. Back-to-back 5-0 wins, saw us beat Apollon Smirini as well. Marco Tos getting 2, Djurdovic getting 2 and Diaz getting a goal. We then played 0-0. We just saw it out, really easy game. I just told everyone to take a breather in that game. Never under threat, 0-0. Got us to the Cup final. We then beat Panathinaikos, which made it... we're league champions with this win. Marco Tos getting a goal and Balic coming up with 2 goals in the big game, which is great. Astraeus Tripolis then were put to the sword 3-1 again. A late consolation goal for them. Brozovic, Balic and Tenes getting the goals. And then Doxa Dramas, who are very, very poor, got 2 players sent off. We scored in the 1st minute, the 23rd minute and the 63rd minute. Once they got 2 players sent off, again, just told everyone to have a breather. Knew the Cup final was coming up. And that's who we have today. And it is a big classic derby against Panathinaikos, who we've actually been very good against this season. So we beat them 3-0 there. We beat them 5-1 there. And I think that is, that's the only times we're playing. So it's 8-1 on aggregate to us, which means we should really be quite convincing in this game. However, you never know. It's a cup final. No one really knows what's going to happen. As you can see, we rested a few players for the last game, but let's just go and pick. This will be the starting lineup. So Matushkin will be in goal. Right back will be Tenes. Lovro and Jordan will be the 2 centre-backs. And then Leonardo Kutlis will be the left back. The 2 in the middle will obviously be Brozovic and Rogerio. And then the 3 behind the strikers. This is where it gets tricky because we've been playing Charsley, Jan Petrik and Balic because he got those 2 goals and they're in good form. But I really want to play Gil Diaz because he's amazing and he's just got voted Greek Super Player of the Year or something. And then up front will be Marco Tos because he's just ridiculously good, which we might as well discuss while we're here. Chat stats. 43 appearances for Marcelo Brozovic, which is incredible. What a signing he's been. Anton Matushkin, 41 appearances. I don't think Brozovic has missed a game, actually. And then you've got Tenes, Lovro, Jan Petrik, Kutris. Look, these youngsters we're bringing through have been incredible. So, I mean, Harry Charsley's even up there with 25. Goals-wise, we've got 19 for Tos, 18 for Ivanusek, 18 for Gil Diaz, and then it sort of spreads itself out. And assists, 12 for Jan Petrik. Well done, Jan. Quality work. 10 for Gil Diaz, 9 for Luis Sanchez and Marco Tos between them, and also Harry Charsley as well. So all in all, it's been a very good season, and I really want to win the cup because we haven't won a cup this year. In this save, sorry, we've never won a cup trophy, and I think that would be absolutely wonderful to do. Go out on a high, and then we will have a look at some of the jobs which could potentially be available. And there's one that's already caught my eye, and the manager isn't under review or insecure yet, but I think he will be at the end of the season. So we'll come on to that in a minute. But we've been doing very, very well. Everything's gone incredibly well. Average rating-wise, our top player is Marco Tos, who's just been incredible. He's been absolutely incredible. 13 goals in 16 appearances with 4 assists on a 7.99 is just ridiculous. And then you look at his backup and Gil Diaz, 15 goals, 6 assists in 28 appearances on a 7.71. I don't want to say it's been amazing, but some of these signings and players we've brought through. Jordan, really rocky start when he first joined the club, but then he's backed that up with a 7.72 coming from Dortmund. Tenez as well, guy we brought through. He's been absolutely incredible this year, 7.52. Wherever we move, I've got a feeling we're going to try and poach quite a lot of these players. Interestingly, we're actually moving from Olympiacos when they're absolutely loaded. 54 million in the bank, 66 million transfer budget. It's incredible how much money they've got. It's absolutely incredible. We have done well, but I am leaving at the end of the season. I don't really want to stay. I think 2 seasons is enough, especially if we win the cup. Then we're going out on a massive, massive high because we've won everything domestically that we can win. So let's get into the game, and we're going to be playing on extended. There's going to be no going through your comments today. We'll be doing that in the next video. I'll go through any comments and questions that you've got on yesterday's video, on Monday's video, and this video as well will be done on Wednesday, I think it would be. That's the plan. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, my schedule is a bit all over the place at the moment with stuff to sorting out all the stuff from Singapore, but that is the plan. It'll be whatever comments are on Monday and Tuesday's video, we'll go through and I'll answer the questions and the comments on Wednesday. So hopefully that works for everybody. But let's get into the cup final. So the sad news is that Johan ter Horst hasn't passed his fitness test. So we've got to pick our subs. So it'll be Barkas, Balic, Sanchez, Gomez, Ricky, Ivanusek and Siopis will get the nod. And if he comes on, it'll be his last game for the club. He will, well, I'm not renewing his contract. Whoever takes over might want to renew his contract. But that is how we're going to line up. I'm actually very, very nervous. Although we're 8-1 to the good on aggregate against Panathinaikos, I'm very, very nervous about this game. So we're going to go in. We're going to just do through this. I mean, they line up in a 4-2-3-1. This formation has generally been very effective against the 4-2-3-1, so I'm hoping that it can work again. We know the team. Let's get into the dressing room. I mean, I've got to passionately say do this for the fans because, I mean, look stressed. Jan Petric, what a time to look stressed. What is that about? So, right, passionately, there's a lot more to come from all of you. That sorted you out, Jan. Right, into the settings. We want the replays back on, and it will be for goals only. And we're going to go back into extended highlights just to make it a bit more interesting as Panathinaikos gets the Greek Cup final underway. Tenez with a good tackle inside 10 seconds, which is always a good way to start. Get a bit of confidence going through the defence. I must say your support on this series has been amazing. If you are enjoying it, please leave a like. It does, I know I say this a lot, as Charsley's in. Jan Petric shoots a range, terrible shot. But I know I say this a lot, but every like you give does really help the channel. I know it's hard to understand if you don't have your own YouTube channel, but it really does help. And it's great in this time where YouTube is, you know, trying to sort itself out with all the weird things that's going on YouTube. It's really good for any likes you can help us. Marco Tos is one-on-one, fires it through the keeper's legs, it looked like. Harry Charsley stepping up again. A previous comments and questions we did is how good is Harry Charsley in this game? I honestly think he is so much better than his stats show. It is ridiculous. As Harry Charsley picks up back through, lovely 1-2. Marco Tos fires it through the goalkeeper. 1-0 in the cup final. What a start. Okay, they have a throw in our half. Milojevic is there. Blocked by Gil Diaz. Marco Tos. Up it goes to Marco Tos, and he looks to get on the end of it. What can he do? He's got a spare on there. Harry Charsley shoots, blocked. Gil Diaz shoots, and I ran out of breath, which is why it all got a little bit higher. But Gil Diaz fires us in front, further in front, 2-0. They haven't had a sniff yet. It came down that left-hand side yet again. Marco Toss breaking away, and he held it up really well, squared it across to Charsley, who shot. It was blocked, deflected back to Diaz. His reactions were on point, and he hit that half volley into the corner. What a finish. Corner, Jan Petric, ball in, Jorginho heads it away. Gil Diaz looking for a second goal of the game, but he's done, Korbakov has done well, and then Magalhaes will bring it forward for Panathinaikos. It means going to put a bit of pressure on him. He's darted around, got to the back post, squares it, and Korbakov, who actually started the move somewhere down here in the, winning the header, or winning the clearance, did very... There he is, look, you can see him. He clears it, and he sprints all the way across. And it's one of these guys, I think it's the guy at the back that's just gone off the screen. Magalhaes picks him out wonderfully, and Korbakov shoots and scores with their first shot on target, as is the way in Football Manager. We just need to really make sure we hold on to this game. So Chavez gets it. Lovro with a great tackle. Jan Petric, ball up the top. What a ball that is. Harry Charsley, he's already been pretty influential in this game. Cuts it back. Rogerio. Gil Diaz shoots. Oh, he's gone wide. Really should have done better with that one. Tenes with the ball. Back to Brozovic. Into Tenes again. Jan Petric. Jan Petric with it. Into Rogerio. That's an absolutely woeful shot. So whatever happens after the cup final, we will be going in and having a look at what jobs are currently available, what jobs we think would be available. We'll have a few look around the leagues to see who's struggling. As Charsley robs the ball on the edge of our own box, but Milejevic intercepts that through ball. Kutris, what a great tackle that is. Jan Petric, up to Gil Diaz, back to Leonardo Kutris. He comes forward, good a bit of space. Ball in, Marco tosses tackle. Gil Diaz shoots into the side netting. And we're just going to have a quick little look into, after this highlight, we'll have a quick look into the analysis. But Charsley comes forward. I just want to make sure that our shape is looking okay. So I think what I might do is drop Rogerio back onto defensive so he stops pushing up as much, because we may look to get a little bit isolated up there. So you're going to become a defensive midfielder on defend, because that is what you want to do. Just to give us that, I was talking about it in the last episode or previous episode of tactics, to keep with that box four sort of thing all in one spot so that we're not caught on the counter attack. But with 10 minutes to go until half time, we are pretty much in control of this cup final at the moment. Although their one shot, one goal is really annoying. As Tenes picks up that long crossfield ball into Charsley to Jan Petric. His first pass is blocked. Gil Diaz shoots, that's blocked. I think it hit our own man. It did. It's a Panathinaikos throw-in. Jan Petric can just ease off his tackles a little bit, as you've been a naughty boy and got booked. Corner. Franco Antonucci out to Magalhaes on the edge. What will he do? He runs in, shoots. It's blocked by his own man. Blocked again for a corner by Leonardo Kutris. And, well, Magalhaes with the ball. Corner. In it goes. Looking for Montero. Rogerio gets it away. Jorginho picks it up on the left-hand side. Ball across Mitrushkin. Easy catch, and is comfortable to deal with that, and hopefully that will see us through to half time. Not quite. As another highlight, Kutris plays the ball forward and Delava picks it up. Monterio into Vieira. Jorginho, the left back, into Korbakov, their goal scorer. Konzayas out to Magalhaes. He's got an overlap on that we haven't covered, but he's cut in field. Konzayas into Korbakov. Back to Konzayas into Milejevic. Terrible shot. Goes really far wide. And this is one reason why I quite like extended highlights. You can see what's going on with your team, and you get to see different sort of shots like that. And we are keeping their striker very quiet. I think I'm going to take off Jan Petric because he's looking nervous and he's not playing very well at the moment. I'm just going to passionately say, make sure you've got both hands on that cup at full time. Jan Petric's going to come off for Luis Sanchez, who has been brilliant since we signed him from Real Madrid on a free. And we're going to go out there and passionately tell them there's a lot more to come. Come on. We just need to see this over the line and get out there. So you can see straight away, like, look at this. These two, that box four now we've got at the back there, should just make us a little bit more defensively solid and allow everyone else to sort of bomb on a little bit. Because if we've got Rogerio, Brozovic, Lovro and Jordan all sitting back there, that is enough. Should be able to cope with anything they throw at us, really. Corner to come in. Sanchez takes it. Gil Diaz makes a great run. It comes out to Charsley, who bangs one, and it's deflected around. And now Chavez comes forward. Magalhaes. And they're throwing men forward to try and get back into this game. Magalhaes gets round one. Rogerio. What a tackle. Again, another good signing that we've made this season. Tenes into Sanchez. Sanchez found Rogerio on the edge. Can he cap his performance with a goal? Kutris, square it. He does. Charsley! Oh, he's headed it over the bar. So unlucky for Harry Charsley. He has been very good with 2 assists already in this game. Just need to get more of these shots on target. That is really what we need to do. Again, Lovro's looking nervous now. I've got a couple of people that are looking nervous, so I'm just going to tell them, what do you say to stop nervousness? As Brozovic, Sanchez shoots from range, goes wide. I'm just going to encourage them. Let's see if that helps. So, Leonardo Koutris, you can ease off your tackles as well as you've been booked. Did that work? No, it didn't. Okay, encourage them. There we go. Half an hour to go. Not much is happening. Koutris fires in a free kick. I don't think I've ever seen him take a free kick before in this season, but he does fire it home wonderfully well. Leonardo Koutris. It's a great position for a free kick taker, and the goalkeeper, when it's hit that hard, really doesn't have that much of a chance, and that makes it 3-1 and makes everything a little bit more comfortable. So they've made some subs. They've brought on a new right winger and a new striker. We really kept their striker quiet in Chavez, but the ball's in. Rogerio with a header over the bar. Wasn't ever really testing the goalkeeper. So, heat map wise, we're pretty much covering everywhere. As you can see, we're playing out, it looks like, to the left a little bit more. They are focusing their attacks down their left-hand side, our right. So I'm actually just going to drop Tenes back to a fullback on support so that he doesn't need to push on as much and just maybe cover them when they're attacking up here. What we need to keep an eye on is when we have highlights next, they're still sending their wingers back to defend, so that's fine. They're not really pushing anyone else forward to see if they can hit us on the counter-attack. That's a long ball forward. Lovro should win that. Rogerio wins it. Gil Diaz comes forward to Marco Toss. Out to Charsley. Charsley, he deserves a goal for this performance in the cup final. He could well be on for man of the match, although it's going to Gil Diaz. No, it's going to Leonardo Koutris at the moment. The left back, being a surprise man of the match candidate at the moment. I think we're going to make another sub in a minute. Brozovic up to Sanchez. Charsley does well looking for that ball, but he gets on the clearance. He has been everywhere, Harry Charsley. Gil Diaz shoots and Stojkovic makes a pretty easy catch. And again, they're still not leaving men up here. Look at them. They're not leaving men forward, which is incredible when they're 3-1 down with this long to go. But Korbakov does come forward now. Luckily, we kept 3 guys back from that throw-in. It's a good ball into Franco Antonucci, but he misses, and we should see this out now. Just for the last couple of minutes, let's just retain the possession. We really don't need to be rushing anything. And it looks like we're on course to win our first League Cup double of the Journeyman Save, which is a great way to bow out from Olympiacos. As Charsley comes forward, he's tackled, but Jorginho has it in the left back position. Long ball forward, Diamantopoulos, Takis. Raul does well, shoots, it's poor. They're now starting to have a lot of shots from range. They're looking tired. And it looks like Gil Diaz may have just nicked man of the match, Charsley, who I think should get it. I think Harry Charsley should get man of the match. We win. Harry Charsley got our highest rated player. Harry Charsley did get man of the match. Yes, Harry. Let's go. What a performance from my man, Harry Charsley. Absolutely superb. We'll talk to him all passionately. Very congratulations. Enjoy these moments. You deserve it. Leave the match. We've done it. League and Cup double. Absolutely superb. And brilliant. What a way to end our time with Olympiacos. We'll be back when this is finished loading so that we can go through. Here we are. I'm just going to save it to save and then we'll be back. Okay, now that's finished saving. Here we go. So, we do the double. The assistant can still go and do that press conference. We get a bit of money. We enter the Greek Hall of Fame. Let's have a look. We are 7th in the Greek Hall of Fame, winning 2 league trophies and 1 domestic cup. Excellent. That's good to know. We're praised by the supporters. The board are really happy. Harry Charsley was absolutely immense. Well done, Harry. Well done. The squad get a bonus of 80k, and the review is that we win. Hurrah! After we lost our first game in the cup, which is actually quite interesting. If we look and go back through the times, we did lose the first game 4-3 and then didn't lose a game all the way through. Just that 0-0 in the semi-final that got us through to the final. Absolutely superb season. Really, really happy with that. I didn't mean to press continue. I was meant to go and look at the staff. We'll be back. So we've actually beaten the record for most goals in the competition of well with 26. Ivan Nusek sets a new record appearances in the cup. Which is, he didn't even play in the final. But we're doing very, very well. Now, jobs that are possibly going to be available and are currently available, because we're now in the stage where we can negotiate, we can apply for a job and negotiate to start at the end of the season. So I think, and again, there's a chance I will have a new job in the next series, so you won't actually see what's going on. But Dynamo Zagreb could be interesting in Croatia. We could... Oh, the other thing before we go into this is that if I go into add remove leagues, I'm getting rid of quite a lot of the lower divisions in a lot of the countries, because it's... As more regens are made, it takes longer to process things. So like the Ukrainian 2nd Division, Turkey 2nd and 3rd Division, Switzerland 2nd Division, all of the nations should still be around with their top divisions, so we can go and play in some other stuff. And then England, France, Germany, I think Italy as well, we've kept, and for some reason I'm keeping all of these in Norway. Let's get rid of that one, and we'll get rid of these 2 in Ireland, because the chances are we're never going to really need to go there. And the 3rd Division in Portugal, League 2 in Romania. I want to keep League 2 in Poland because I've got their badge on the intro to the video, so it would be quite fun to go there. And you can get rid of probably the Swedish 2nd Division. Don't really see myself going there. But then yeah, so that's the plan. So we are getting rid of leagues. We are getting rid of something. I mean, even with all those leagues, the performance is incredible on my computer because I've got a really good computer. So just to let you, I just wanted to let you guys know we are slowly getting rid of some leagues as well, the lower leagues that we don't need to go back to. And generally whenever I've won a trophy in a league, I've got rid of it. So the Belarusian 2nd Division has gone, but we'll keep the top divisions in them all. So already available, Peterhead, they're not going to be in it anymore. AC Horsen, so the Denmark Super League. I've never managed in Denmark before. That could be interesting. Fenerbahce in Turkey. That could be interesting. Not going to stay in Greece. I'm going to leave them. Hajduk Split. They've still got that bug going on there. Dynamo Zagreb will probably get sacked. Besiktas. Pontevedra. I think I'm getting rid of that league as well, though. We could go back to Holland and try and win the league in Holland with ADO Den Haag. We could go back to Ljubljana, but I don't really want to. Seems like Gillingham, Cambridge, Sky Bet League 1 will probably still be around. Navarra in Serie B. There's loads. The one I really was, quite a few in the Premier League coming up as well. Cologne in the Bundesliga, they're probably going to get sacked. It's very, very interesting. If you look at all these jobs that are insecure, there is a chance that we could go... Someone mentioned it before in a comment to say they it was too soon to go to the Premier League, and I think that's right. I still think it is. That I was tempted by Bournemouth, but I think it's the right decision to say it is too soon. However, if we just go and look at Ukraine, there is Shakhtar Donetsk, who I have a bit of an admiration and weird love for, aren't doing very well in their division this year, and I've got a feeling their manager may well get sacked. Now, I don't know if they have... Some clubs seem to have a bit of a bug where managers can't get sacked. If you look at this, so he's been for 1,432 days. That's career stats. I wanted milestones. He has he been at no, he was at Norwich. So he has actually, Shakhtar have hired a job. So I'm hoping he gets sacked and then that's the job I go for. That's the one I really want. Let me know down below. As I said, I probably would have recorded the next video anyway. But let me know where you think I should manage. What countries are you really keen to see management? And who out of all these players should come with me to the next job? Obviously, I'm eyeing up Marco Toss, Harry Charnsley, Jan Petric, and Lovro as the main ones. We'll see how it goes. It obviously depends as well how much money we have, what level we're going to, and things like that. We'll leave it there. What a way to end the time at Olympiacos, winning a League Cup double. We'll have 2 more trophies on the next intro video, which will be absolutely, or on the thumbnail I should say, which will be absolutely amazing. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll chat with you all very, very soon. But for now, I'm out. Cheers.